Heretics, you never know what to expect from them. They either crash out or they go on a run all the way to the finals. But record when it comes to big matches, playoff games, and the like has not been great recently. Both duelists tucked into mid lane. A bait and switch setup. Woot goes down instantly. What a shot from Cloud.
It's a hell of an opening. A great answer as well for one of the questions we had. We were thinking about this battle between Team Heretics and Giant X as being a battle of the minds, I suppose, whether you can pick yourself up after getting battered, sent down into the lowers.
And there were some big players that you need to be putting attention and focus on as to whether or not they can turn up and hit shots. I think both squads will have been disappointed with just their gunfire as well in the previous matches that we saw. Giants losing to NRG, getting crushed by them actually, and Team Heretics looking way out of form in their loss to MIBR as well.
We need to see that return of the group form for both of these teams. Now that Paranoia is going to be setting the pace and the tempo. Forwards is Giants looking to take the fight, but again it goes both ways. Buddha send that Paranoia still. Giants not to be outdone. Make a statement here onto the site. Lay claim to it. The plan will be going down.
A flash and a recon. Recon used earlier.
Planted.
No early pressure here.
Oh, Miniboo and Rian's going to be trying their best at this point here. Rian's looking for an early pick-off. Get things back on track for them, but already he's going to be falling. Flickless. Head clean off. Removed onto Rian's, and now Miniboo's left. Straggling back into this fight in a 1v4. You have to overcome so many hurdles to make this a possibility, and he's not even going to get past the first. Rubinho deletes him off the server, and that is an early pistol round win here for Giant X. Big win for them. Get the confidence back nice and early.
Cloud has a big one, and then this one. Rubinho killing Benji Fisher, who was tucked behind the box trying to play off the back of the Paranoia. Two really important kills for Giants to win an early pistol. I think if they want to come out with an upset, and I think it would be an upset despite the fact that they're the higher seed, because last time we actually saw these two teams play, Team Heretics crushed Giants in group stage.
Historically as well, I mean, they're 3-0 against them.
Yeah, slightly different rosters in some of those iterations, but
of course.
There's a big kill actually for Team Heretics to get up. No damage even done there by Arrow with the Marshal.
Yeah, potentially a bit of anti-dat. So many bodies looking at that top mid angle, expecting, anticipating the peak. They're rewarded for it with Arrow removed. Tip of the spear. Gone now for Giants. You have to be disciplined to make their way through and past this, because again, dangers lying around every single corner. Heretics already looking to get a stack of bodies over towards A.
Yeah, Benji's broken the cam over towards B main as well. And got really pushed up, so he's given his team a good idea that Heretics have got the stack in the right place.
Yeah. At the minute mark, you can still call to cancel if you are Giants, but it looks like they are making a move towards it, but pathing a little bit different now, going up towards Heaven, and that's where potentially the players are. Yeah, Miniboo's holding it, but there it is. Wading right into the crosshair, and it was placed perfectly at that. Heretics now, this is a trap that's been sprung, and they're just being walked right into. Heretics are loving this. The weaker weaponry matters not potentially, but still you can find a way to batter your way through, but you can't overcome them all. Heretics dish it out straight away, and answering with that one-to-one MasterCard Thrifty.
Heretics actually played that round perfectly too. I mean, the opening idea is really nice. You get a Sheriff and a Marshal looking together, so even if you hit 2 body shots, you've killed a player on 150 HP. And then Boo actually pushed through this smoke to catch a timing with his classic, as Miniboo with the Marshal is watching towards top. They knew exactly how to dismantle that pathing coming out from Giants, and I think you pointed out something accurate too. They should have cancelled when there was a minute on the clock. The cam's just been broken over towards B main, but the trip hasn't. You know that they're not fully pushed out behind you. Relax. Might be some inexperience showing there.
Giants were showing signs of that, at least the other day. When everything was going wrong for them, they were rushing into most of the engagements.
They were. It looked a bit messy, didn't it? A bit desperate towards the end.
Can't blame them. A lot of these players are going to be unfamiliar to this level of performance, this level of stage. Benji's forwards, though, onto that again. The dart's going to be dealt with, but the flash was connected for that. There's a trip. Need to kill. Ara's going to be finished off in a blink of an eye. The players are starting to get a bit of a forward position as that door's broken down. Miniboo can't really help out from the side in a spot like this, but calling for the pause and a refight forwards. It's a flash into the corner, and these anchor players have got to try and lock this one down. Rians and Benji. Never in doubt with them. Safe pair of hands.
Such a good position. Such a good position to anchor from where Rians was playing. And Rians gets a triple kill on the round as well, starting to build up towards that Hunter's Fury. Anytime you get a second round Thrifty going on, the ults start mattering really quickly when you get to the rifle rounds. just gives you that extra round to start building things up. Last time these two teams faced off, I was talking about it, week 5 I think it was, in EMEA. Team Heretics crushed. Ascent was one of the maps that was played. Giants still feeling confident by the look of it because they picked the map here. But it was actually the other half on defense where Giants couldn't get anything going. They still need a good performance here, though, on their attack side, just to give them a little bit of that buffer zone.
Still have the guns. It's going to be a Cloudburster. Coming across. What a shot. Adjustment by Minibu. Snaps to the ceiling.
Crazy pathing from Ara. Punished very quickly. And Ara had a nightmare game against NRG. He has to be online for Giants to win. And some of that is to do with how the team's playing and how they set him up. But once he's in the flow state, Ara's been monstrously good for Giants. So if he's out of the rounds early on like this, it is gonna hurt.
Has to sit back in the spectator seat. Chewing at his fingers, really, waiting for his team to see what they can do to try and offset this one. That's a drone. Can tag and see the two players. Woot squaring up, eager for the fight and engagement. Wants to draw a bit of blood there, but it's going to be disengaged by Giants.
It's a lovely recon dart that allows them to re-clear tree.
Now what the gut, straight through mid. That trip's going to be slowing them down, but for a moment now. See how that anchoring's tested once more.
Slightly further back, that trip, so it doesn't get broken by the shot.
Yeah, and it might just be chewing them up. Still it is managed, but that is beautiful work. As the trip's broken, Benji knows it. Threatening and pushing straight out of market. Giants being whittled down here bit by bit, piece by piece. They can't earn themselves a fair fight. Going to have to take heroics to bail them out of this spot in a 2v4. Smoke obfuscating one of the angles, but up through lane. Minibu's watching it. Hyper consistent now with that operator in his hands. And he might fall, but his team gets the job done nevertheless. 3-1 now. Heretics. Monstrous beginnings for them.
Already, this is looking like it's going to be a difficult game for Giants, because Heretics sometimes feel like you flip a coin with them as to whether you get the great version of this team or the version that's not really turned up to play on the day. But here, they're hitting their shots. All of the util is really precise and good. Boo throws a nice flood smoke in that round as well. And Veggie Fishy with a slightly offset trip. You know, the ideas are there, they're working. Players like Rien's, Minibu with the op, things flowing well. Pressure on Giants quite early in this half. Next rifle round's going to be important.
Definitely is, but not the best beginnings that Giants were hoping for if they were going to shrug off that loss from NRG. It was a battering. I think our fastest game, or most dominant game at least, that we've seen so far in Champs. The only one that comes to mind was some of the earlier games that were being played in groups, but here, judge in hand, Woot is going to be making short work of that. Shots fired towards his fight, gives it the perfect timing. He's going to fly straight into 3 HP, still alive and kicking. It should be that quick and easy cleanup indeed. Team Heretics now.
They deliberately came into this round, Brad, with a judge and an outlaw.
Yeah.
And they've just got so much money, they're going to be able to buy up. Even though they keep both weapons, they can just get better guns at the end of this anyway. Go back to, if they want to, the op and full rifles. Giants have got to get value out of this KO ultimate. Flickless with it in hand. Not running an anti-KO ult setup here, Benji Fishy. He's going to have to bail out of the B site early on.
He's thinking about it now, though.
Okay, yeah, starts to reset back into spawn.
Time with a setup here. Flash to set it forwards again. That KO, but that means the trips are intact. We already talked about it. Benji's playing up into spawn. That's a tag all the way. Look at this. Just slingshot it all the way back, and that's still lighting you up. Straight shots forwards again. Rians wants to anchor, and that is pure reactions. He unleashes, rifle in hand, and what a statement to make against Giants. In their heads. Doesn't get easier for them. They were getting run around, rings around them in the matchup against NRG. Now Heretics doing the exact same, one step ahead.
Rienz is so clean in that anchor spot. It's one that Cloud loves to play as well once the sides flip. What a day to come and support Heretics as well.
Let's go.
I believe I'm right in saying that that's Boo's dad. I don't want to be incorrect on the back of it, but I think he was here yesterday as well. I saw him in the crowd, and that was a tough day to come and support your son, but here to start a lot better. Giants have got to find a turnaround, maybe off the back of Ara's knives. They don't need an enormous amount of rounds in this half, but their chances are trickling away.
Dwindling. Minibu potentially tested here. There's many angles to count for. See his crosshair placement with Ara inserted as well, off to the side, could make a difference. Gatecrash is going to be fading soon enough though, and Westside crosses up into it, mistakes being made, that's a spike drop down, straight in mid. Team Heretics don't get overzealous though, they don't over-rotate, they don't move too many of the pieces.
Wood's still got good information over towards A. Drone, as he's saying, but doesn't actually clear too much space. Giants are trying to establish position in mid, but they've got no info towards the outsides of the map. It is going to have to be on Ara here.
Time to clear market. All on Ara. See what he can do to cages as well. Benji. Sit behind it. Tug. That's a trip not broken again from that shock. This is a difficulty for them to try and work past.
They've used both shocks.
They are being used. Not sure what's going on there, but okay. Eventually going to get past all of it. Just the underhand with the flash. But you've only taken one stage of this, and again, these anchor plays have been a nuisance. Ara activates. Forward is the approach again, Blade Storm in hand. That's a dash active and a lot of damage done to Rians. He's been a menace towards the back here, but he's got to try and do it again. Time running short, but this guy will not slow down. Another three-piece for Rians. 7 seconds, plan needs to go down, but the pressure is just relentless. It's never ending. Heretics, do not let them breathe.
Riens is such a phenomenal talent. He's so consistent for this team too. But moments like this, his partner falls beside him and he still picks up 3 kills anchoring, including shutting down Ara's Knights, which was the win condition. For Giants, there he is, bald Riens. Benji flashed him to the camera. In my book, best player to have never lifted a trophy, Riens.
He's up there alongside Mako.
Yeah, who we've just seen win an incredible victory as well down there in the lowers.
Mini boot. Tending to it. Potential shot, that is purely of the smoke timing. Unfortunate for Westside. Catching the bad end of that op twice now. Mini boot with the instant reposition. He's getting active absolutely everywhere. Over towards Cat, one step ahead, reading most of this. Look at that, he's blinded up, but there is that punish. Ara, he's going to dash behind, trail behind him. Woot's now going to be feeling that pressure from multiple directions and avenues. Difficult to ask, and this is Giants finding a way to pave him forwards. Shots are found across the board. Boo trying to really dominate that angle. Perhaps if he got the second, maybe it's a chance, but now it just leaves it to Benji fishing that 1v2.
Cloud cautious. They think that Benji's on a faster timing, and because of their hesitation, now Benji here before the plant.
Or just close. The body, the neural tech is going to be revealing the positions. Make it a bit easier here for Benji with that door broken. Arena chanting his name. They want to see it. Top form from Benji, and he's going to be tested now. He's going to get his chance to take that fight forwards again. Forwards again! Almost there with a transfer. But it's Ara with a 3-piece. Saves them, puts a round on the board. Another one added. 2 for now for Giants, but it matters massively.
Certainly does. That's a huge one. Taking down Woot is enormous in his position there. The pathing was nice from Ara. Put a lot of pressure down. And Woot was having to look in both directions, which is why Slickless gets such an easy kill. Look though at the reactions from the players at the end of the round. Benji's laughing about it a little bit. He's like, oh man, I could have had that, I could have had that. Ara is locked in. That's the difference in tension between these two teams right now, because the scoreline towards Tree in a spot that you would be anticipating if somebody was going to be running that A through mid.
It's the trouble the Giants were running into against NRG with just every single option that they were taking was going wrong for them. Here's a potential chance for Boo to get involved, but no, he's going to give it up. Sees a lot of presence. Here's the footsteps.
So inserting somebody into A-man, going back, trying to play this through mid, push back either of the duelists that might be contesting you in this smoke, and go for the A split. They might even make it feel like a B split to begin with, and this drone down mid is aiming to accomplish that.
Hello, as a punish onto the drone that's occurring. Rians trying to take this. All the shots going wide. Counter ult to try and punish him, but is there any sort of damage being done? It goes whiffy on either side. Real just shots in the dark, nothing off the sound cues, but
there are 3 players in position right now on the defense side to stop some kind of B split from coming through.
What about the A split?
And Miniboo's starting to lean in that direction now.
Who's going to try and lock this one away, but doesn't have a paranoia to try and shove them back. This could get dangerous for him very, very quickly.
They're getting the right read by just leaving mid completely open.
Smoke back on cooldown here for a minute, for Boo at least. That's going to tag though. No util to be used, but he does get his smoke off to anchor in and play around. But that's a shorty in the hands of Aaron. He's looking to send it forwards. Boo! Boo! He's just running and gunning. It's madness and anarchy towards that tail end of the site, but he's bought time for the reinforcements. Miniboo getting active and involved into the fight. Woot! From on top over the shoulder, and it leaves it to Westside in that 1v3 time of the essence. Not going to be easy for him. Not going to be easy for him at all. What is that from Woot?
Incredible. But I like what Team Heretics are doing in terms of their protocols dealing with these kind of pushes. They had a really nice adjustment to the pathing up through Heaven in that one round, and here Boo throws down this smoke. This smoke requires Giants to do something like that where they double jump in with shorties to try to clear it. It buys time for defensive rotates, it allows Boo actually to get a double kill, which is maybe a bit lucky, but the way he plays it is really beautiful. Giants need more. And the weaponry is just not there.
Miniboo. Listen, he was trying to break the knife there. He's going to be suppressed out into mid. He's isolated, needs a bit of help. It's an anchor smoke as well, supportive user from long range, but it's being cleared out. Good dash from Ara. Deletes Miniboo in the process. A couple more layers to overcome here. So Dart just taken off of timing, not much else. Anchor players again could be tested, but a pause called here by Giants X. They're looking for the next reaction, looking for Heretics to play into them.
I like the idea of pumping the brakes here because Team Heretics have gone into this passive B setup, and now Rien's Benji look to try to get info. This is where you want to be trying to punish an info push like this. Can Giants find any kind of information on Rien's and Benji? They're not really getting posted on deep angles. They did pick up another rifle, though, with Miniboo dying, and passed it over Grabinho and Flickless.
Now they make their move, though. Scaling into the site. The players, what is this timing being taken? They're just going to raw push straight through the smoke. Not much util being used, and that's going to be punished for it. Site, though, it's the TP towards the back. Woot is going to be finding that mark. Flickless dropped, but Boo still towards the back. There's 23 seconds left. Looking to move in a different direction. The door has to be broken. Realizing that Boo reinforced that site to 1v2 for him still, but the positions are flipped in a blink of an eye. Time, there should just be enough. Barely there to get the plant.
It's going to be close. I mean, if that...
Gotta get a kill anyway.
Okay. Boo dies anyway. If the door had not been broken over to, you know, if the door had actually been lowered, maybe...
maybe there's a world.
Maybe there's a world where that is a very weird ending there. But a Massacre 50 in the end. Collecting Miniboo, who overstayed his welcome, as you were talking about. Suppressed, couldn't gate crash. But from a macro perspective, I like the adjustment from Giants that they take all of that space, make it feel like a B split, and then hit the brakes heavy. It puts Rien's and Benji in a weird position there. And as they exited the site, Giants pounced. Now Flickless back with ult in hand.
Again, normally the same anti-setup here by Benji.
Yeah, normally going through mid with the KO ult is a nice idea. You're just more likely to tag onto a Cypher or any of the other players that are playing off-site positions.
Bound to be a slow round here by Giants with Ara picking up that operator.
Well, it also looked for a moment there like Rien's was droning mid for Miniboo to try to fight off it. They might want to try to take this engagement before Giants can set up for an exec. Yeah, look at him here, tripled up.
There's no smokes in your face, might be spoiled. Clouds holding the drone. There's a time to be taken, tucked to the corner. Bench is going to be breaking that, but if you see the Cypher that pushed into mid, alarm bell should be ringing.
Absolutely.
Dart broken along with that flash, doesn't really quite connect in time. Trying to be used in conjunction with one another. That knife towards the floor, though, and that's Rien's going to be spotted out. These players getting pulled apart. Smells off. Something's fishy.
Ara posted.
He's going to get his chance. Where's that bullet corner right weaved in between them, and now it's going to be a no command. It's going off here over towards the A side. It's up to Woot and Boo. See what they can do from this spot. Boo again laying it down with the damage, but that's an instant resurrect and goes for the punish or being covered. Giants X, good maneuvering. Finding the gaps, finding the weak spots where Team Heretics just didn't quite have the bodies for it.
Huge respect to the Giants coaching staff for calling that timeout and making a couple of good round adjustments off the back of the Thrifty round that they put on the board. They got a Thrifty, they come in, they tweak a couple of things, and now they're putting together a pretty respectable attack half. Of course, winning the pistol, you do ideally want more than 4. But at the same time, Heretics came back and won the second round, so you can't be too picky. Gotta go with what you get. And like I said, when these two teams played in EMEA, it was actually the defense side that was really tough for Giants. The double duelist comp just kind of ran over them. They couldn't stop it. Usually, though, Giants very, very solid on their defense.
They tend to throw a lot of good ideas when they're on the defensive halves of a lot of these maps. Proactivity being the real keystone.
But I think on this map, too, they do such a nice job of balancing the proactivity, the aggression on their defense with the more solid setups.
That's crazy.
Through the armpit. It's a good job that didn't matter, because Arrow would be feeling bad that he wasn't able to get a couple in that. Could have been an Aspas kebab.
Yeah, really good. He's been dishing them out, especially the other day. Here in the final round, though, this first half, Giant X one step away from making it very respectable if they can bring it to 7-5.
Yeah, that'd be a great attack half.
They seem to have hit on something that is working pretty damn well. Up into the one-ways, a flash primed and ready. Go for this one. Stray spam. Just trying to dominate and insert themselves in through A main.
Woot with knives and an op. Flickless still with his 0 point available to take that away. Looks like over towards Jenny, roughly where about Boo is playing. Could be for Heaven, though, to stop the planners coming through.
That's going to be information gathered. Boo, what are you going to do about this? Now, conventional drift, but your team might need you onto the side with the guns. Already out. Woot, knives, blade storm, forwards again. Right click, decimates, slicing and dicing and cutting his way through. And the operator adds the cherry on top. The deep TP from Gravina will finally be punished, and it leads it into the 1v1. Benji saves it for Heretics. 8-4 at the half.
It's Benji with the 1v1 clutch in the end, but my God, what a round from Woot. Flickless would have been hoping that 0 point took the knives away. That was looking like 2020 original pre-nerf jet that he was pulling out here. Look at that play.
Crazy stuff.
Get this guy off the Viper.
Yeah. A little bit more of that, please. Heretics definitely going to be happy with that. An 8-4 half. Nothing to scoff at whatsoever. A fantastic bounce back as well from being sent down here into the lowers. Lewis.
Explosivity with the double duelist that they run. It could be very tough to stop.
Let's see, can Giants batter back, get a pistol around nice and early? That start is going to be dealt with nice and early as well. On top of that, the players starting to rotate, make a move. Team Heretics looking to speed this one all the way up. Boo, putting his body on a line to set his team up for success. Woot, it's an instant answer with 2 knocked away in the blink of an eye. And look at that, quick 180. Not breaking intact. Cloud trying to be played in off the back of that, but all the players toppling on the side of Giants, and Heretics is going to be smiling all day long with pistol around going their way like that. West side in a position to try and do his best, but it is a 1v3. Clearing the appropriate angles. Doubled up, you got to think Heretics are all advantaged up here, making a bit of noise at the drop down. So now Westside has revealed his position, and time taken away. Doesn't know where these players lie. Re-into the peak, but he doesn't give away his life. Dart forwards for that first tap. Another answer towards it. Benji puts the finishing blow onto Westside. 9-4 now. Heretics starting to steamroll.
I love the idea from Flickless of saving the 0 point to try to tag them as they're coming in. Boo doesn't care. As you said, he's just bunny hopping his way in to play his duelists, his big players, his fraggers into the round. Yeah, Boo's happy, I think, similar to Boaster. He's happy.
Guys, I meant Drew.
Yeah, I mean, presumably that's what Boo's saying in the comms as well, man.
It's Angel-esque.
Yeah,
tell you that much.
He's happy to be jumping in there and playing in the rest of his team because his job is to make his teammates shine. And now Heretics have gone for this buy, which we're seeing become more and more common when you're up quite a lot.
Yeah.
To go for the regen armor, go for the stingers, and save quite a lot of money just in case your opponents go for a force. The stingers are still extremely powerful, really good when the opponents are not forced to.
Yeah, good in almost any situation.
And still gives you a lot of money to be able to play with in the future.
A real stack here from Giants on their eco. They do have 3 bodies in position to potentially do a bit of damage. That drone's going to be broken, though. Signs of life, knife against the back wall. Not too sure how many players got tagged up, but could be seeing Gravino in hot water soon enough. That dash is active. We'll see if Wu wants to go off of it. There's also a TP deeper into the side. Updraft over, that paranoia sweeps, and it's going to go on either side here, but the bodies just topple and fall. West side is getting active, join himself really into the fight here, but it's all controlled in the chaos of it. Heretics in a prime spot now to get that plant down. A bit of calm now reinserted as Cloud is left into that 1v3 without any guns to do it.
Focusing on getting another ult point towards Miniboo.
That door breaks. Yeah, he's
surely
going to
get
take
run
that
down. Small micro thing to have a look at here. Grabinho had his paranoia prepped at the back of Jenny, and the timing that Team Heretics took was right as the smoke in main was about to fall. So this paranoia is way late, because Grabinho was actually refreshing the smoke just as the pop came through. Take a look at that potentially in future A hits that Team Heretics are running. Small moments like that can get you an advantage. And now, 5 Stingers still as they go into their bonus round. Can't stop him with a flash, can't stop him with a knife. What is the solution here for Heretics? Down 6 on their map pick.
The Giants.
Time to jump.
Tough ask. Gonna have to answer back rapidly. And it has to be now. Put your foot down, assert your authority. Very spread out across the map for now. But Heretics are taking this one cautiously themselves. Getting a bit of space in through mid, even inserting Rians. He's deep up onto Cat. Making sure to hold down that shift key. Make no signs of life, no sound cues to give away where exactly you could be landing, and it seems like B is the call.
Both teams using the camera for B main control. Benji slightly deeper, able to look on the other side of the smoke.
Oh.
Flickler's starting to get the read though. No, he's just jump spotting over towards mid, but he'll be there fast with really good support util.
TP onto the one side, it looks like, and that's going to be a shot to remove that trip. Dash, and again crash forwards. Again is the play. Clone potentially to absorb a bit of that aggression, and it's a shot fired off, and a flash in the face of Cloud. He's feeling that pressure now, but again, he follows the traces. He's rewarded. Bullets to the dome for Miniboo. Dropped out of the fight now, and out towards lane, looking to really get inserted again, but those Stingers, they can be nasty business. It's a foul set of action now from Team Heretics. They're really making their mark onto this site. This is a buy round that's just gone way too wrong. Giants look to redeem, look to claw it all the way back. Time is still against them, but again, these weapons handed over into the 1v1. And a wide face from Rians does them dirty.
A 4K Red Bull clutch again.
Get out of here.
He's a monster. He can't be stopped. The wide swing is gross. Huge credit to Rians for being able to pull this one off in the 1v2. He had good information on where Grabinho was and just makes the perfect decision with his movement. 19 kills across 15 rounds. He is the man.
Got a hot hand right now, and he's always that consistent performer at these events. Rians, you're going to get good performances out of him, especially at the biggest events of the year.
They're a very hot and cold team, aren't they? But Rians is that one player you can always rely on.
Makes it all so much easier for Heretics. The money is in a foul state, really, for Giant X. Throne has to be broken, but not before it tags up Miniboo, so he will be forced to respect this one back. But the Outlaw revealed everyone on half armor from Giant X. This is a tricky spot. No more info peaks. You will be punished for it. Alright. Looks like he's going to be having to hold back a whole lot more from a spot like this. It's an off angle, back against the wall. Miniboo being diligent here with a clearance, and there it is. Locks onto the angle.
Very diligent in terms of clearing that position. Giants double push out through A main, looking to try to catch Boo.
Yeah.
Who's actually making the call to move over towards B main. I don't think they'll realize that Westside is this push though. He's tucked out of the cam. Can the Guardian be seen?
That's a rough spot to be in.
I think the Guardian, the tip of it must have been seen by the cam.
Not be surviving that. This is a slow siege round by Heretics, but it's successful nevertheless. Crack their way into the open side of B. Across the map.
Spike planted.
Players felled on the side of Giants here. This is a brutal spot to be pushed into for your opening map. On your map pick, nevertheless, Ascent.
I tell you what, this is starting to feel very much like how Giants got decimated by NRG.
Yeah.
Think about Ethan's calling in that game, how he was never giving Giants the fights that they wanted to take. A round like this is exactly the same. Heretics just slowly take space around the map, and over towards A main, a double push comes out from Giants, no one's there. Ara wants to take that fight, really well handled. Westside forced to push up, super well handled as well. It's slow, it's patient, and Giants don't really have an answer for it. So, the strats look good, the team style came together, made the finals in EMEA. They have a lot to be proud of, but here they do appear to be running out of gas.
Heretics dead set on defeating the Demons, potentially getting a deeper showcase as well. They do not want to be going out early in another tournament when they've seen such highs in the year prior. Back-to-back finals where they weren't able to get anything going. This has to be where you change the chapter for the better.
And they've got a long, long way through the lower bracket if they want to make that a reality.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's going to be tough, but putting their best foot forward in this match here. West Side is going to be seeing and hearing a lot of that presence. Utah's getting broken in time. Heretics grouped up.
Last time there was a B-pop that came out from Team Heretics. It might not happen even here. But last time Flickless was sending flashes over the top and he team blinded Cloud. Now normally Flickless's flashes and the way that Giants play around them are immaculate defending B. I don't think it's on Flickless either because he'll have definitely called that flash, but just the chaos that was happening, they didn't get that nice execution working. So keep an eye, even as this hit goes over towards the A site, as to whether Grabinho and Ara can play off some of that KO utility.
TP now, dimensional drift from Heretics, looking to put a stop here and now to this map. Finish it with a mighty blow. That's going to be good clearance, and the paranoia is precise. That's the nature of it as well. This is picture perfect, and Miniboo, like a heat-seeking missile, is an attempt of a rebuttal, at least from Giant X. Ara's in, but he doesn't know which way to look. Head on a swivel, time running short, but that is snappy work. Magnetic towards the dome, still lit up in the process, but time again. The pressure's on them, and he's getting his plant down. But Rians delivers death from below, and a 13-4 finish for the...
We've already seen them 2 times in the group stage get wins over G2 and T1. Playing this deadlock chamber comp. It's got legs. It's cool to watch.
Might be seeing a grab net nice and early here, but again, Giants not looking to play themselves into it. Horn over the top, and a deep wall delayed, and now the fight to be taken, but they're being blocked off, and they give it up. They don't want any piece of it.
Yeah, the idea there is to go for a reclear after Heretics have used all of their util early, but the wall on a pistol round, you're just not getting through that.
In range of the TP, headhunter bullets are available. Classic out though. Horn going to be broken. Sidestep there to Paranoia, and he has been dealt with, so good opening.
Yeah. Cloud finds the opening kill on Lotus just as he did on Ascent. They'll need a bit more of that, but looking to end towards B. That's where Benji is. Should have his grab net back up about now. Yeah, there it comes.
Cover going up.
Benji has the ability to slow this one down. He sees that Prowler. He's going to be taking the timing off the back of it. What a net. 3 players delayed for now. A couple of stray shots as well, but no real connection. Miniboo with a nade. Wants to deliver it now with a satchel. Up and over. He's up towards their heads. And kills. Claimed. Heretics. Not finished here. Grabinho no more. Reinserts himself, but up against Flickless now. And health advantage, gun advantage goes his way. Flickless could seriously do some damage, but Rian's intelligent as all. He's forwards here.
His position, though, is not great. He's worried that there could have been a C-lurk going on. Doesn't have eyes on the spike.
Time pressure don't want to... Hold on, your knife out, you're jumping around. There's no bloody way! What is that? Josh, I'm lightheaded.
Oh, my.
How the hell has that gone so poorly?
Oh, my. Wow. That is bonkers. I mean, Rians, after we've just seen him put together an incredible ascent, can't land the shot, frustrated with himself, obviously. Flickless is so lucky to get away with that as well.
He's been gifted that.
I don't know why he's running through the waterfall connector there, because he's got no info about where Rians is. But
hey, a pistol round's a pistol round.
yeah, that is weird from both sides. Obviously, Rians is going to be feeling the worst of the two. Okay, I mean, that's a pistol. That is a pistol that happened in the game of Valorant.
The Giants needed it. As we said at the beginning of this game.
Yeah, I mean,
it's out. I mean, one of these teams will have their year finished.
It's going to take stuff like that, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Based on how map 1 happened.
It's on paper. All the numbers just point towards Heretics.
You need the Heretics players to be taking their foot off the gas big time for Giants to get an opening and just get that mental back up as well. The last 3 maps they've played, they've been battered, bruised.
The split chord 4. Mountain control still there for Heretics.
They can open door with
Paranoia.
Paranoia
Flipping
here.
a switch. They're going to do it. They want to take the fight towards them. This is going to cut off potential avenue, but the kills need to go their way. Wound headhunter. Nade pushes West Side back and out. Feels it though with a cam. They know he's still kicking around that spot, but Giants Not to be dismayed, they still get that plant down, locking it forwards. Grabinho, a lot of damage in the process, still has that blue room control, but the shots and the kills still claimed out. Heretics are here, not messing around, looking to lay claim to the lives of the Giants players that remain. West side being a nuisance from the side.
Ara's got to buy the time.
He's going to do it all, but his head's clean off. Woot hammering them now. Shot after shot, and a defuse full stuck. Boo has got this one, and he's got that presence of mind, and his team has his back. The thrifty straight back. Heretics bring it 1-1.
It's going to be one of these games, is it?
Yep.
It's going to be one of these games, I suppose. Same kind of thing from map 1 to map 2. Already a little sloppy to open up here, but Woot is hitting.
What a performance.
I mean, Woot, you're getting him on Jet and then on Chamber across these first 2 maps.
Getting the best out of him.
Yeah, it's incredible to watch.
Any breathing room scattered and dashed immediately here for Giants.
Cover going out.
Still going to try and do their best as well to work the map with a couple of sheriffs. Stray guns in the hands. Mini Boo.
The deadlock wall is just so annoying when you're on an eco in a spot like this.
Yeah, good luck breaking it.
I mean, Westside would have to spend all of his bullets just to get rid of it, and that's just not feasible. So Team Heretics can leave B for now, put much more focus and attention elsewhere, and then return as the deadlock wall naturally breaks at the end of its timing. Does look like pressure's going to be coming towards Boo here, with a paranoia and a jump spot.
That's going to be heard by Westside, I think. Inserted. They're going to be pre-aiming him. Yep. It's lucky that he doesn't die to that. TP's back, though. Giant X now going to be gearing up, looking to send this one full speed ahead. Westside's even the one taking contact. First out.
Saving the defensive paranoia for the retake here.
Team Viper Orb. Play has to be made by Giants. They can't just sit cut to the site here. Plant is down in their favor. They need to refight a little bit closer. Looks like they're squaring up again, posturing. Looking for that brawl down to the waterfall side.
This is where the Omen Flash would have been amazing if Grabinho had saved it.
Here it is, Satchel cuts it up. Miniboo is right over their heads, and he's straight into the fight, into the thick of things. 2 players done just like that, and look at him go, man. No stopping him. Quick and easy is the cleanup. Heretics make short work of it. Granted, Giant X not working with much in that spot.
No, we'll have to see if they're as clean once rifles are on board for Giants. I would like to see them, if they get the read that there's some kind of retake setup occurring, to save a little bit more utility for a post-plant fight. Even if Grabinho had just had paranoia in that moment, I really think that could have turned the tide on an eco of all rounds. But they've let Miniboo get up to a very early showstopper here, 6-1. And that could easily start a snowball going for Heretics that would be impossible for Giants to recover from early in the half. Are they going to try and GravNet nade this and then push deeper?
Hold on. I mean, he's got this. Oh, here's the showstopper. Did clear the corner? Yes, he did. Done here, but Ara's not finished yet. Look at this guy go.
That was sick. He gets a 2K. Woo. Punished as well.
Yeah.
That was the push out through B main. The idea was that Miniboo was supposed to pull enormous amounts of tension towards him. But Rien's Boo taken down. Ara activating is a huge win condition for Giants.
Spike planted.
2v4, they've got to be favored for this one. Retreating back to more passive positions. They've got the spike down a post plant. Should be good to play from this spot. Nade still up though for Miniboo.
High-low.
Hold on. Might not even clear this one. Yeah, high-low. Does the job there. Benji's going to be left in this spot here, but push back. That's the rifle. Might just like to leave with his prize, especially with the armor intact, but no, he wants to make a go for it.
They've got the money.
Throwing nets.
Nade rebounds. Time ticking though. As that door opens up, looks like it's going to be the wide face, sees, and a snake bite. Drops him down. Decay does anything. Can't quite iso the fight in time. So, Giants are back 2-2. Drawn at level.
Take a look in the replay at how Ara got these 2 kills. It was supposed to be a big crunch onto everyone. Again, like I said, Miniboo causing the distraction. Grabinho tries to go for the outplay, but can't quite. And here's Ara. I mean, he does a good job, but that is not a good double push coming out from Riens and Boo there. Yeah. They're supposed to be a lot tighter together.
Point delayed. A big ult expended as well from Heretics, looking to try and convert that round.
Anyone feeling generous?
And Woot with an op.
Thank-
Lone holding C.
Could have really pushed it back. Haunt, part of the puzzle, gone, but he can't quite get rid of the Prowler. The Paranoia, the extra layer on top that will force that respect out of him. Now with that Nightfall, it's a nade that rebounds off to the side. Woot's going to be really careful in this spot. Another Prowler, hot on his heels, respects it, gives him the space.
But again, they've used Paranoia, they've used nade, they've got a Seize and a Snakebite to fight with. Huge amounts of util here to retake with.
Annihilation as well that Bench is going to be holding on to, and here it is, popped off, ripped off into the corner. Ara's wrapped up now. It's a lovely present here for Heretics, and that is going to set the pace even further forwards. Wait for the kill to be claimed, and now looking to move forwards. That second wave of util, forwards again. Inexorable, they can't be stopped. They're just marching to victory at a point like this.
What a shot!
But what a play, Flickless. Quick bit of toggling from him. Nasty work with the rifle in hand, but he's got to do so much more. And there's just too many bodies to deal with. Overcome towards the end. Could have been maxing from Heretics as well, ensuring that they get these ults online.
Great shooting in that round from Woot, the headhunter, but also Flickless, obviously. I mean, if Giants are starting to heat up mechanically, if they're hitting better shots, it does feel like they're going to be able to put together at least some moments where the pressure's applied. I think one of the big problems here is that they're just running out of util on the C-take. Boo has solo anchored, and then Woot solo anchored. Yeah, it was.
Yep.
It definitely was.
Looked good from our end.
But yeah, the Giants are just using too much utility to take C.
Respect that they have to show to Woot here, but that's going to be double central pass. And, well, the Haunt does connect onto a multitude of players. Heretics are still looking to try and take this fight, but again, it's all Giants. I don't know which way to look. This is lovely. Sidestepping most of that util. Along with the bullets coming their way, this is an open A site now for the taking, and no chance that Woot can really play himself in.
Ara's going to be able to get his ult up.
And the ult.
Yeah, Flickless still with his for a next round. This is just what the Doctor ordered for Giant X. They're going to be in a position now where they can start properly building up to a decent attack half. The retakes on C have been a nightmare for them, but maybe if they can just opt into more of these brawls early on at Rubble.
Beating the timing of the grab net, I should say.
Yeah, Ara double blast back over
right?
it.
Yep.
I was surprised, actually. I thought maybe he'd get tagged by it, but the speed that he had sent him flying through it. And then he's got that Haunt to be able to play off towards the back. Very obvious ult combo coming in the next round as well. Showstopper into the Viper's pit. And that'll knock Team Heretics down onto an eco if Giants can execute it properly. One of the questions would be, where do you want to go with it? And for Heretics, can they provide enough resistance?
Look at this.
Oh, that's God. Ridiculous.
Yeah, beating the time into the Rubble fight. Who's in the which way to look? Up top there. Potential win con for them. We'll see what adjustments get made. And it looks like a setup has been switched up on.
They're taking the eco now, Brad.
Okay.
But they could have a double op in this round from Miniboo and Woot.
Choosing against it. Potentially looking for something similar here. Just a cam that's broken on the back wall and it doesn't trigger the play that Heretics were hoping and looking for.
They do have the double op.
Yeah, Woot has committed to
towards Rubble. I mean, you want to try to fight them and get a kill like that before Ara and Flickless can set up their ults.
Rians. First shot accuracy going to be important here, but it will have to respect and pull back away from that Prowler. That's a seized delay. Use at the right time for it as well. That Showstopper does connect though. No stopping that. Explosion towards the back wall. Woot trying to play himself back in. Risks to be taken when he's not really working with much. Woot, let's see how snappy you can be. The headhunter does not reign supreme. The wall has just dropped down in their faces, but Giants are so eager to opt into this engagement. Happy to take the fight against them.
And no pit needed in this one.
Planted. One enemy remaining.
Perfect crosshair placement.
Ara is firing, isn't he?
Locked in.
Getting Ara and Flickless working. It'll make a huge difference. Miniboo with the real operator, not the tour de force, manages to land one of the shots. 4 players, by the way, caught in the grab net from Benji. They just didn't have the people behind it, and Miniboo can't keep that operator. But Heretics will still have enough money to buy in the next. I think they'll be reasonably happy just about getting Ara's ultimate out on an eco. But I also don't think it was a bad decision from Giants. They're up against a double op. Get in there. Get the damage done.
One enemy
Make sure you secure a round.
Ara keeps playing like this. He'll be building up to the ult soon enough anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Only 3 committed to this side of the map to begin with. They might go for a re-clear. I'll have a look at the utility thrown.
Goal's going to be broken. Spots it out, and then even catches onto Grabinho as he was TPing back, so they know that no one walked rubble.
They did throw Gravnet as well there. But Giants, expecting some level of shift up, themselves were quite cautious here. Yeah. As it happens, I don't think they would have been punished.
Much different is the setup though, and Heretics might be looking to just fight onto the site. The trademark and the sensors all placed down. It's looking like Fort Knox out there.
Toxin screen down.
Woot still postured up onto that mound position as he's going to be that first line of defense. Part of the reason the C hits have not been going well is because he's absorbing most of the aggression in the util. See if it's the same here to Boombot. Prowler broken, and he still looks to disrespect. Doesn't snap to it. Can't quite adjust the aim in time, but might have just done enough. Wants to play himself all the way back in, but that's a TP into the back by Grabinho. This time will be forced all the way.
And this is much better. They have used a fraction of the utility to take C.
Hold on. Oh, the shoulder!
Oh, what a mistake!
Bit of the elbow poking out. The Viper's Pit, though, will be blanketing most of this area. Billows out, provides that safety net. Giants can still win this.
And Grabinho still has his paranoia. Paranoia, snake bite, plenty of tools to try to hold off the retake.
That's what is important. Nightfall is being primed. Looking to let this one rip here. Sets it up now. It's going to be sound cues. Cut away. Looking to take the fight forwards again, but that anchor smoke is so damn difficult. Grabinho spotted out. Forwards again with that horn. Has to break it out, and he's seeing multitudes of players again. He's overwhelmed.
A no-scope.
Multi-layers, though, to this one, and still, it's going to be Giants looking to hold this one down. The line is theirs. Drawn in the sand, and there's blood spilling out all the way into it. Damage done. Woot is doing monstrous work again, but Decade down to single digits. Time is fully against him. Who knows it? Has to play back, tries to escape with his life, and gun intact. But Giants win that one out.
It is an expensive round. They fought for every inch, and Woot was doing some ungodly stuff with the op inside the pit. But at the end of the day, Giants actually making a really nice adjustment there. Making Team Heretics afraid of rubble, but still ending towards C. Getting that pit down. Saving a little bit more util as well, if they needed it. Though admittedly, this round coming much more down to the Viper ult. But I think actually that Heretics here are up against the ropes. Their ideas are the ones failing more.
Another attempt early here. Grab that in an age. Just being sidestepped. Giant X want nothing to do with it.
They're playing it exactly this, or at least it feels the same from Heretics. They're trying to make it feel like it's only Woot pushed up. He takes a 140 body shot, backs up, but it's Rien's tucked in this corner that's the different layer for Heretics. Woot is playing a bait and switch.
Cloud's util is going to be so damn important. The Boombot, at least, there it is. Prowler clears into the corner. That should be expected, but again, looking to do that damage. But damage is all it will be. No lives claimed. It's all Giants now.
And because the Prowler, because the Boombot weren't dragged out early by Woot, Giants had that util to be able to clear Rien's close. So if you're going to run a bait and switch like that, Woot's got to be a little more bold, but of course he was hit for 140 at the very start of the round.
Good
and the rest of his teammates fall as well. Giants, very disciplined.
Yeah.
Starting to believe in themselves here.
And Kakuka was saying on the desk, Giants, no strangers to the comeback. That resilience that they can show map 2 into map 3. It's what we wanted to see from them. Subvert our expectations, just like they've done for so many people heading into this event.
They are really familiar with losing map 1. That's the meme around them in EMEA. Unfortunately, it's been their map pick across the last 2 series that they've played, so didn't really bode well. But here, good rebound, and Ara back with an ult. Miniboo go on the other side, so this clash could be explosive.
It could get messy. Miniboo's forwards. Sliders of Angers, he's missed the timing potentially to strike. Players still forwards though. This is crouched up pixel angle right behind him. Hold on, Showstopper's going to be used on the other side. He thinks this is Ara. He's looking for it and he predicted it. Sees the TP goes on both sides and both ways of things. A lot of ults expended. Annihilation to try and round this one out. Will be a 3v3, but that plan is going down without a hitch.
Grabinho and Ara pushing together up through spawn. This is the kind of post-plant aggression I want to see.
So proactive. And no one from Heretics looking to push this one back. Rien's has an inclination about it, keeping his aim well trained onto that spot. Spots it out. To Ara, sees forwards again, but that Nightfall is a big connection. The remaining two players, the Heretics, are spotted out. Rian's feeling that squeeze and the damage done to him. Too much to overcome. Can't withstand it. Utilsaw flying forwards. Team Heretics going to have to take this one together now with discipline, but Benji very much alone taking this. The angle's being watched for, and Woot just can only do so much. Operator in hand, trailing out of the fight now, hoping just to escape with his life.
They've done an excellent job here of adapting Giants. This round going for the C pressure into a double B lurk, and even when the double B lurk falls to pieces a little, the double push that comes through into spawn is really nice. Ara got a ton of space off the back of his showstopper, and they are starting to abuse heavily the fact that Heretics are only keeping one C anchor in these rounds. They're taking the site easily and taking all of that additional space too.
I don't wanna die.
Last couple of rounds of this half, he wants to keep the money alive for the next. These are the spots where Heretics need to rely on their aim.
Another grab there. Nothing to be comboed with this one though. Landed a little bit deeper, plays all the way straight past this one. Woot's waiting in the wings, operator forwards, but that boombot glides past. Doors open just for a second. Doesn't see any action though. Giants very good at biding their time and waiting it all out. They don't want to be overextending themselves into the weaker eye of Heretics.
Yeah, really good patience, not offering Woot anything.
Could be dangerous though. No, not quite. West side. Forwards again, Ara. Tip of the spear for his team. Rian's off into the back as well. Time being bought, but a shot's not quite connecting for him.
Rians is having an absolute stinker after how he dominated on Ascent, 3 and 11.
Cover going out. No charges.
Miniboo bought the Guardian in this round to try to make a bit of a difference in a 2v4. Looks likely that that investment was not worthwhile.
Rough going, both of the brothers going to make a go, but again, Boo being dropped, and Miniboo follows shortly after. 8-3 for now. Timeout was taken from Heretics, probably leading to this round here, but as we were saying, both timeouts being used by them to tell how much they want to at least round out this first half.
They're so aware of Woot there. As the door rotates, you know, the boombot pushes him back, nobody gives him a peek, hiding behind the attacker's Viper wall, and then posting up with an Outlaw to punish him the second time around that the door is tapped. So really, really good awareness of where he might have been playing, because usually he's just been posted on C. Rifles across the board for Heretics, and a round that they must win to close this out 2-0.
Woot versus Ara potentially here. Another Prowler as well is going to be spoiling the party. Woot hoping for the easy angle, and what a peek! Second Prowler committed, but worry not. With an opening pick like that, Giants are on the right track.
Again, phenomenal awareness of how to play against the Chamber. Really good prep and excellent execution.
That really weakened the defense of Heretics. No more trademark to really rely on over towards C. Rians is very much alone here. C Mount steadily being taken, a slow siege by Giants.
Miniboo and Benji are going to have to take a gamble.
They're going to see what his body's up.
And it's a good wall, actually. That wall stops them from getting the pivot back into B, so Westside has to break it, and doesn't in time.
Nora Theft is going to be seeing two of the players anchoring up. Benji holding it, Nade nice and close. It's just going to be used pound for pound here, but again, that waiting game of Giants. They know that it's Heretics that are overextending into them, looking for the play to be made. Players down.
Great patience again, wait out the Gravnet.
Boo catching Flickless though could be brutal. No, it's Flickless who gets the better of him. He's going to be calling for the rotations. Guys, get the hell over here. The A side is entirely open, but Miniboo potential now to do some real damage off from the side. Satchel though, cross up onto the angle, and he's got the spike. Special delivery with a package. Miniboo's in, ripping off the one head there. Arrow's going to be diff, but again, that spike was delivered to the side in time. Benji, 1v4. Heretics just been worked, beginning to end here on this half. Cam, timing to be taken here, and he does. Bullet to the temple, west side dropped, but the hand revealed, and Grabinho, he didn't get it, the rest of his team had his back for it. 9-3 for Giants.
Great resilience shown.
Yeah.
This team, with 3 rookies, has just had such a rough performance recently. What a rebound. Exit to this to this map. You don't want to let Heretics back in.
No. Definitely don't. They're a team that have their own demons looking to defeat in that lower bracket. These squads hoping to make a run of things. Early fight there by Woot onto the chamber, but a rendezvous pulls himself back there. Not able to get the kill he was looking for, but Giants looking to really creep their way all the way forwards. They have that deep A rubble control. Prowler potentially to re-clear Woot out. There's pressure occurring onto the other side of things as well. It's Team Heretics again gearing up for that. Exec coming into this. GravNet is a good connection. Woot overwhelmed. This is going to be coming at double-pronged approach. And listen, the anchoring is working out. Giant X might only have 2 bodies, but they're doing work and dishing out the damage.
Really clean so far.
Benji looking to square up as well. Potential for him to get that kill, but Woot's position is just a little bit too obvious in that spot there. So a pistol round under the belt of Giant X now means that they are firmly in the driving seat.
That's absolutely flawless. Absolutely. I said that they needed to clean out in clean fashion. 10-3 up.
Enemy remaining.
Heretics having a much more difficult time compared to map 1. The momentum is utterly flipped. Even just the rifling just looks so accurate, so precise.
Yeah, confidence is fully back.
Yeah, the Giant X players are hitting.
Nate is going to be breaking a trip, but doesn't account for Greenio's position. A deep cam as well. Potentially heard. It's going to make it feel like potentially it's just a one-player holding, but as the one-ways refresh, it does give away the job a little bit. Giant X have full control, positioning across the map here. Exception being that B main angle.
Which is where Boo's going a little exploring.
Oh,
but
seen the hand.
Yeah. TP across. Rabinho exits. No snakebite available, but Grabinho is still with the paranoia, so they've got plenty of tools to push this back, and it's only classics on the other side for Heretics. It doesn't really look like they're going to have it in. Prioritizing getting ult orbs, working their way around into B. Flickless there with a snakebite and a wall.
Yeah.
Things looking pretty hopeless here for Heretics. They'd have to pull out magic.
Plant down might just be the best thing they're looking for here. The Flickless wall up, and guess what? Cloud waiting onto the sidelines. Able to deliver a couple of those death blows. That's a snakebite to prevent that plan as well, disrupting the extra money that Heretics were hoping for, and a flood of bodies is going to be following through with it. Spike drop down. Woot go on walkabouts. Able to catch that one as well. The shots are just going to be going wide as anything here. 11 rounds now for Giant X.
This has got to be giving them so much more confidence that they can close this series out. Looks completely here like we're headed over towards Bind, which is an unusual map, to be honest. We'll talk more about the compositions once we get over there, but for now, Giants have got to try to keep all of this momentum going. Make sure that you're still feeling really confident as you close this map. Heretics looking to try to take a little bit of forward space. Giant X fighting over Mound. They can tap open this door at any point, try to put pressure on Benji if he was scaling. And all of this designed to just drive you into West Side.
Yeah. It's a weaker setup, roughly. I mean, one of the trips committed towards that from B angle. There's another kill trip over towards Tree.
Toxins going up.
Wall up as well prevents a hard committal here from the Heretics team. So we'll see them back away. Just an insert of Woot looking for the backstab while they look to re-explore elsewhere.
And they have dismantled this triple Mound setup. It's a very early defense rotate for Giant X.
Door opens. Corner overhead, a bit of clearance, but again, the bodies are so stacked over towards it. I think Grabinho's realized, uh-oh, we made a bit of a mistake.
Yeah. He's quite late, though, on the pivot back.
He's going to be the lone one to hold this one back. Woot
I don't think
forward.
he can.
Woot's going to be squeezed while they say, I mean, the hit's coming through anyway, but surely he goes down. Multitude of players, and yep, playing the body straight back in. Grabinho will give up the space. Doesn't go down with a ship.
30
A
seconds
forward fight is
left.
called for. Heretics are looking to take this one a little bit extra now. Forward again is the thinking. One way and push forwards and ahead of all of it. But again, you're going to be stunted just by your own smoke. So center prop down on top of it. Giants looking to clear the way. Gearing up, grouping up, still 5 alive. Heretics having to give up on the idea of holding onto that deep CT control. Wall drop down, though.
How do you break that?
Really difficult stuff. I mean, Rias is just holding it down.
Yeah.
Locking down control of this one still. Players and bodies going to start moving. Kills collected and claimed across the board. Giant X, that's a big grab there. Here no Sankyu's tapping away with a rifle. Boo is fishing and hunting for a couple of these kills, but it's all Giants once more. What a conversion. That's going to bring them up to 12.
And that should be the map, sealed away. What a retake there from Giant X. The fact that they're able to get back through all of the deadlock utility is very impressive, and I love this protocol, dealing with the lurker before you decide to go for the retake. Rian's out in the open. I would be expecting them to try to punish people who are breaking the deadlock wall, rather than just trying to take straight up fights in Waterfall there. We heard a pretty excited Neil Zenio talking about how the fact that the good team Heretics was coming out to play today. We're not going to get a chance to talk to the coaches after this map, but I've got to imagine that the atmosphere is flipped on its head.
Might have flipped the coin again. We'll see. It's a lot of Utah going to be sent flying with that. He's on top of it. Ara push towards that top box. We'll have to respect most of the pressure that's coming his way. Now we're sent flying forwards as well. Makes it feel like there is that heavy emphasis. And bodies now, players being inserted. Giant X scuttling around. That Caesar's connect. Flickless could be in a spot of trouble. And Bova needs some help and needs to bail out, but he's squaring up now to take these fights side by side. Crossfire set up. Heretics, though, in charge. Largely towards that one. Finding all the marks. Crossing out the players. A lot of damage done to them, though. This is still a bit of a dangerous territory, especially with Westside coming at the bit to get involved. What a shot onto Benji. Miniboo now looking to put him back and push him back away. It's a tap at a plant. Miniboo again looking to pull most of these players out. Where is the last one remaining that they don't know about? Ara creeping forwards again. This could be it. Nailing a coffin for the map. Ara, the deliverer of death once more. 13-3. Hell of a statement after that. Yoru, it's fantastic at baiting out these trap plays, and that is the bread and butter of Giant X.
I think it all comes down to execution, though. We saw Team Liquid try to pick up the Waylay against DRX, and it didn't look like they'd put in enough time.
Bit less thought out here. The setup is ready to pounce. You can see Giant X, they got heavy over towards A short, ready off of the contact from that sensor. There it is, Refractor pull back and away, and Flickler still holds it down. Doesn't matter that he's hindered. He's got his aim set tightly onto it. Anticipation of that punish over towards that TP. There's bullets are raining down. Miniboo, there's no way he's making out of this man like a magician, but not quite. The rabbit's gone, done and dusted.
Double fight back into Hookah, pressure on Ara.
Looking to take a fight now forwards as well, but Ara was ready for it.
And Woot didn't go with Benji.
Well trained as well with a crosshair. Woot disjointed. Looking left to right here, him and Boo. Completely different zip codes. I'm going to be sending that one forwards with the wingman, who's forced to reveal his hand, breaks it nice and early, does claim the kill. Boo from the top there, but doesn't win it out. Ara has his name and his number. Pistol around the Giants early on.
Well played by Giants. You see that they go for full short control into a sand crunch, but the hero is Flickless. He's hit by that classic combo of the Waylay going in, dashing in, throwing down the saturate, and then a second player comes in to try to kill the hindered Flickless.
Coming, guys. Trust me.
And he just hits the shot anyway. Ara Flickless instantly online in the pistol round. That's how Giants are going to win this one if it happens. I also don't really think that we can tell just yet whether Heretics look clean with the execution, because Miniboo did his job. Rian's just got hit by a blinder.
Gearing up now. I see a shorty in your hands. A super dash charged here. Double dash towards that lamps area. And oh my goodness. No backup. No backing out. Still there's fights to be taken and kills to be claimed across the board here. Heretics are making the most of it. Slipping past all of these smokes. Backside control is theirs, but that Showers is going to be reasserted. Rubino could be in a spot above it though. Might be taking a fight that he didn't want to on that timing, yet with the damage done, my God. Wrangles control of the Bulldog. Be able to dish it straight back at them. Controlled by Giants. Could have got really deadly, could have get really dangerous. But every single aspect of that handle towards the end.
This was essentially the exact same round as the previous one, just over towards A. You got the same dash in, throw the saturate, second player comes through. It's just this time it actually worked for Heretics. And Giants' response is to go for a TP crunch, but towards Showers instead of sand. So Giants go for the exact same defensive ideas, Heretics with the same attacking ideas. Slightly more successful for Heretics to open, but then they just had pistols, so they couldn't close it out. I'm waiting to see if we've got more depth from both of these squads as well. Ara might be able to play, if they smoke the bottom of B, he might be able to play here for this ult orb. And it looks like Heretics are going to try to contest him. A stim beacon or a dash, and Ara might be punished for picking this up.
Towards the deep horns, Giants are waiting.
He doesn't go for it.
No, Cloud and Ara. Right off angle, that is a hell of a way to take that fight. Leaping into the fray. The Giants are the ones who are claiming the lives of these Heretics players. On a round where they have fully invested, a bonus conversion will be dire indeed. Grabinho still holding it down, but then that weapon differential does play a part. Benji dismisses him, wave of a hand and a couple of bullets to do it.
Should have probably been favored in that
TP,
situation.
what the hell is that?
There's another crunch.
West side's trying to make a go for it, but where's that gun gone?
Gun?
Hold on,
Your gun?
tossed it away!
You've just thrown your gun away, man!
He thought the rifle was in a very different place. Uh-oh.
Well, that is going to haunt them.
God.
Heretics now in a 2v2. There was prior damage done to Boo and an ult claimed from Ara, but Ara's miles away from this. If Flickless goes down,
Oh boy.
and he only has a Sheriff, though one body shot would kill Boo, it's going to put Ara in a difficult spot.
Flickless scared of being timinged.
It's just all about pace here. If Flickless can slow them down at all, it's
Off
so
the line.
helpful.
What? A shot.
He
Boo.
goes down a bit early.
Yeah, and he was the player in real danger, as you already said. One shot to the body would have done him in. Ara's forwards, though. Double Satchel has a showstopper, and let's go. He wants to send it. Trying to take the fight to them, and scuttering and scurrying away. Team Heretics are not eager to try and fight into it.
But they have to end A. There's 15 seconds.
No time. Nade at your feet as well. This is going to be completely blockading you out of the fight. Ara could just really be spelling spoiler. Spelling out defeat. Doom onto this round. 6 bullets left, and it's covered by Rians. Over the shoulder. Could have been real damn deadly.
Well, I think that was Giants' round to lose. They had all of the control of what was going on. Grabinho should have even been favored in that spot. Crunch comes through. It is mad that he doesn't run over the rifle there. I'm watching it in the replay. It does really look like the rifle should be at his feet. But a critical error put Giants in a rough spot, and they even used the showstopper, trying to win the round off the clock. Ara on top of this box, watching towards short, hoping to pick up a freebie onto Benji Fishy.
Another skirmish over towards Showers, perhaps. They try and set it up.
They might be able to run a crunch onto Woot.
Woot?
He's always got that gate crash to escape, though.
Thinking about it, at least with the flash, but it won't give away his position. Just take a sit in the smoke. Take up residency. Baiting. Shots fired from the left side to try and pull Woot out into the open so he doesn't clear that one corner. He will have the gate crash, and he will respect most of that presence.
Doesn't make a sound cue for Giants, but I think they've understood based on context that he has disappeared, and this is going to start going over towards B. Cloud starting to rotate already. Giant X are going to have a stronger sight here. And the wall as well. Really good timing on that from West side. He's still got a grab net in the back pocket too. This should be tough for Heretics.
Finding the angle to chip away at it. Brick by brick, the wall will eventually fall. Another sensor down towards that hookah angle. Could be the trigger for a play for Giants here. Waiting again. Utils on their hands. Grabnet, Snakebite, Molly, all being overlapped. I mean, Giants have used almost all of their biggest tools for this one, but now the kills are yet to be claimed. Immediate retract back, and Westside still holding his ground. The line drawn down. Giant X so damn hungry for these kills. What a conversion. Flawless. Everyone surviving.
Giants, they had the read on where that was headed. They had the players in position. They knew exactly what was coming through.
A bit worried when they used all that util at the same time, but didn't matter much.
Is that a blind there that lands onto Miniboo on the entrance? He didn't like what he looked. Immediately hit the refract. But I think he actually dashed into a position where he might have been able to stay there. I'm not really liking the macro from Heretics.
We were talking about it. Listen, the comp in theory, very good at triggering these trap plays, the sensors, and pulling back to safety. But in terms of practice...
Well, also, they're waiting too long in the round. Gets towards the end of the round, and they still haven't dealt with the wall, Gravnet, nades, all sorts of stuff.
Bite.
They need to be putting at least a little bit of pressure on early.
For sure.
Now, Giants are also doing a good job of not contesting spots where they can get hard punished by this kind of stuff. We've seen DRX play this comp, and on their attack side, it looks really difficult to hold on to garden control, for example. So Giants constantly are going to be lacking a little bit of info towards B. You see here how passive Grabinho and Ara are on their defense, but also Miniboo using Utila very early, very early.
Nothing else to really clear that potential angle. Benji squaring up, looking to, again, take a few stray shots, backs himself out. Smokes a drop down though. With it, might signal that that's an attempt at a play. Heretics could get stunted. Hinder's in a perfect place though. That's going to be a catch onto the back line. Can they overwhelm and swarm? It's up to the defensive Ara. Rifle in hand, waving it away. Sheriff in the hands of Miniboo, making short work of the opposition. Mosh not timed well enough. That plant will be going down with no problems whatsoever. And now, rejuvenation there of these smokes, blooming and blossoming in their faces. It's going to be tough to chew through this if you are Giants.
Westside may have a freebie. If he grabs it, then he has Annihilation.
Snake bite. Miniboo pushed. Again forwards into this angle, but my god, man, just squaring up, eager as anything to assert himself in a round like this. It's 3 kills to his name already, 21 health. You wouldn't think it with how brave he's been booing. Cloud does at least do him in, but in a 1v2 with time ticking away, not looking doable, not looking possible. Might be able to claim the life of Rians, but he realizes it at this point. Has to scurry back, Team Heretics. Undoing the damage on a weaker buy for themselves as well. That's good signs of life from them.
It is. Mastercard 50 posted up, and I prefer the position of the Saturate here rather than going for the double dash in and then the refract. Throwing it just as part of a normal exec, and Miniboo pushes up on top and actually gets a body involved in the fight. Giant X weren't offered any of those freebies that I was talking about. Westside just couldn't catch a glimpse of anyone in their position on site. Giant X love controlling short like this because it lets them do sand crunches. And Cloud would be able to ult here as well.
I mean, this could get so scrappy. Like you said, the ult's in play on either side. Dimensional Drift is going to be used to try and clear most of this way. Ara backpedaling. Convergent Pass going to be used to try and really lock this one all the way up. Making that retreat. This is so damn rapid. Heretics making the most of this one now. Speed boosted all the way up. This is a fight to be taken, but my god, the carnage on either side evened out for these squads. Players in potential position. That's an annihilation and wraps up one of the bodies. Players broken out in time, but again, these bullets are still going to be raining down as Flickless finally reveals his hands off onto that flank. Pays off for them into the 2v2. Boo, weak as anything, and it's relentless. It's non-stop here, spotting it. Both the players, signs of life, trying to scurry and rotate, but again, through the box, Boo was weak as anything, and he might have just found that timing. Benji, oh my, this might cook them.
Yeah, but he has to make a sound as he drops out of heaven. Needs a free kill onto Westside, and Westside is thinking about it.
Pull players away. It's giving Benji that 1v1. But he's going to have to make that sound to drop down. Was that Hood? It looks like it. Now the plant, west side, creeping in from the side, looking to see if he can claim that life. And Benji finished off. Another round added to the total in the tally. Giant X still maintaining control.
Big, chaotic round there, finishing over towards A. Credit to Flickless for recognizing that and immediately pushing out of the B site and wrapping around behind. He got big value here. Cuts down Miniboo.
Bro, I hit my ulti, Anchik!
Sound sensor up.
And Cloud and Flickless still with ults to play. Heretics on a bad buy. So far, the ideas have not been overwhelming. I think Giants' comp is better on defense.
Miniboo looking to beat the timing here off the back of that flash, but again, no avail. No one blinded up. With the Outlaw in hand, Ara mightily confident to just really lock down this avenue. Spotting out just the elbow once more, and he's looking for it, but he will respect it with that Prowler just breaking it and backing out and away.
Boaster was saying that one of the best ways of playing against this Wayla Yoru comp is to fight them before they get into spots to run their executes.
Use that util.
Yeah. Force the util out early, disrupt them, take the engagements, stop yourself getting overwhelmed.
Different turn of events. This time it's going to be Grabinho who's going to be catching these players, and he sees it. Too many bodies to really count, and he doesn't want to get overwhelmed. Rolling retreat from him. Backs up and away, and that's going to be a thrash used to try and clear most of the way. That is broken in time. Could have been deadly stuff. Still that Mosh. Listen, they're not done yet, and not dead yet, surely. Giant X, they are absolutely overwhelming them now. How do you withstand this kind of pressure? Plenty more util that came from Giant X. Very good from them. Always willing to absorb the pressure.
Left.
They've lost
back. They have lost Boo in
They've
spawn.
lost Boo. There is a
There's
chance
no
here
way.
that he gets a backstab on Flickless
mean,
and picks up a gun.
If he hits it. Like
Flickless
said,
is starting to think about it now.
Sound cue? Yeah, okay. Called out.
Yeah. Good info fed there from the A players over towards Flickless. This has been a game of extraordinarily one-sided maps.
Yeah, it has.
A 13-4 into a 13-3. And if it follows like this, it looks like it's going to be Giants running away with things. I do think that their composition is slightly better on the defense side. You have two characters that are phenomenal there. It'd be nice to see both teams putting things together here on Bind, but it would rely on Heretics finding their opportunities in rounds like this when their economy's on the line.
Yeah, this is a critical round. Has to be the turnaround for Team Heretics. Pure disrespect again. Showers control, a top priority for Giant X. Viper's Pit is going to be covering most of the way over towards B. Players gearing up now to get ready for the exit. Mini Boot, double dash into that smoke. Horns up towards the top. That's a good transfer to Spray. Bullets raining down. They heard the placement. Refract coming in handy there. Wall up and over. Tossing out Frisbee. Gravino going for a bit of a re-clearance. Benji can't hold his own. Spot like that. Wasn't expected to take that fight. Nightfall now going to be committed on top. His ultimates have to be expended. His Heretics will have to win this one out. The plant not denied. They'll push back onto us. So will be that extension. With a kill claimed, Woot's done enough damage.
Boo scrambling backwards, looking to try to play towards his ult and a molly.
Hello. Wall propped up in your face, though, is going to make this one even more awkward. And that Gecko Flash just dissipates right at the wrong time. And that one, there needs to be players fighting forwards. What a play! Heretics take it off the back of timing, and they take it all together. Leaves it down to Flickless now, and it's a 1v3. Was a 1v4. Has to ISO these fights, and Woot is locked in. Prime position. Rifle well trained.
Talked about the fact that Team Heretics needed to be able to win a round like that. The manner in which they win it, though, just super decisive, all pushing through the Cosmic Divide
No
at once.
hesitation.
Nah, Giants were not expecting to be pushed by 3 players at the same time like that. Giants, though, still the team that's more in control here. Showstopper available for them on the defense side, and they've gone back to this defensive setup that we've seen from them so many times. Looking to maintain early short control and then crunch sand if needed.
Hello.
Oh, no, they're off.
Well, I mean, listen, it's full on. Heavy-handed. Benji just stands his ground. He's going to be punished for it.
He's getting bullied.
Turned into mincemeat and market. Now we see that dash forwards again. This is an instant reaction to Heretics. They see all of that presence. Benji, of course, calling this one out, so they get open access now to that B side. Will be the plant down. No pushback.
3 smokes used by Boo. 1 to cut off Hookah. Rienz, his job to cover long.
It's an off angle. It's going to be tested off his contact again. That is going to be the orbital strike primed and now let loose and ready. Denies any chance of follow-up. Stars drop down. Gravino, though, is going to be spotted again with that tail end of the Prowler. West side looking down control out towards Hooker. He's hoping and aiming for a couple more fights. It's going to be a war place down all the way. Now starting to trail their way, scaling into this side. It's coming from every single avenue. Multiple fronts, and the fight's just not going their way. Woot is just flipped on the side. He can't really even get a handle on that. No sightline, would have had to batter his way through. And Giants were in complete control of the site.
Instant response coming out there from Giant X. Really fast, really aggressive. Bullying Benji Fishy right off. He's 2 and 8. Don't like the way that Boo used his ultimate either down towards B long. The Giant X controlled essentially every avenue of the map, apart from elbow. Very decisive and very disappointing there for the Heretics coaching staff. They're back onto another eco. Just when they thought they had a toehold in the map, Giant X rip it away with some of their classic defensive aggression.
I mean, this is getting more than dicey at this point. For Heretics, it's everything. Your year, your season culminating. Potentially a flattening. Now eventually broken. Gravino going to be backing himself out. It's a double dash forwards again, and that smokes to cut up most of the site. Trying to really dominate this position, but that is a great hint. And a follow-up is there. Even with a close quarter weaponry, Team Heretics really trying to force the issue. Aaron needs to be pushed back and away, and a lovely fight to be taken by Rians.
Very decisive, immediately going and clearing that.
Ramnet will connect. Has to be pulled back and out. This plan is not actually down yet. Flickless. It's behind them. Hold on. Found it. And the timing to be taken. But it will go down regardless here. Round win for Heretics. All he needs, as we were saying.
Maybe realizing that they just need to up the tempo in spots like this.
Yeah.
Saturate does catch onto Cloud, as you mentioned, really nice. Going for the double smokes and punishing the Giant X players who decided to swing out to fight front side. But it's this push, I think, that really decides things for them. Making sure that they have a lot more space, dealing with potential backstab threats, getting themselves back in with an opportunity here to level things out at the half. This round, Wu can turn up the tempo again with his ult.
Bringing it together now. Mental Drift is going to be used nice and early. Spots out of position of Rubinho. Forwards, but do they account for this one? That's going to be a great flash up and over towards the top, but it dissipates just in time. And as well as that, I mean, the wraparound is dealt with. Woot is still posturing, trying to take these fights. Puff up the feathers. Rubinho, though, slight off angle, really trying to reinsert himself. The Prowler did miss. Team Heretics not interested, though, in re-clearing that space, looking over towards Market, knowing that that space could be contested.
Yeah, Heretics are trying to slow the map down, but they don't have any info on the other side of the map. On West side, they've been going for these kind of pushes.
Uh-oh. He's got a rifle. Player's looking in the wrong place, though! Over towards Cave, not expecting it. The Giants can do no wrong!
That is such a sick round from Giant X. They've been taking liberties against Team Heretics comp. No Sentinel available for Heretics, really. And so, no info on the flank pushes. If you slow down a round like this, you've got to be ready for it. Minibu not hitting the refract in that situation, but it's West side finding the timing, threading the needle. And yeah, exactly. Just as Heretics are thinking about the cave push. Giants are out here playing their game again. Something that they couldn't do at all against NRG, couldn't do in the first map on Ascent. But they're stamping their trademark style on Bind.
Putting their foot down. Sensor triggered. Grabnet's going to be used in response to that. And look at that TP. He give it a fight now. Ara has no get out of the jail card here. He's hard committed. Will need his team to back him up so he can fight his way out. But Team Heretics want nothing to do with it.
How many times have we seen them go for TP crunches like this?
Yeah, straight off the sensor.
Heretics are still getting caught. Both of their duelists can escape, and yet they're getting punished hard.
Annihilation. That's off the sound cues and a bit of B. Oh, I mean, listen, the Util being used. This Annihilation, though, might be able to find something. Potential with a rebound, though. Minibu was safe, tucked, and now playing as a bit of an insert. Waldo blocking off one of the avenues that he was hoping to take, looking to try and break this and draw a lot of attention towards him.
Yeah, this is going to keep 3 players over towards A and offer Boo a chance to exec B.
Grouping up. Eyes on the prize here for Team Heretics, looking towards that B side with the TP. That's going to signal most of this. Smokes drop down in his face. Grabinho does deal with the horn, still really trying to see if he can take these fights. Sidewinding, Benji's there. And it's Naz with that trade equalized, and Boo over the shoulder has it all in his hands. Pit now, billows out. An opportunity potentially to make a play in with the grab there held. It's all that 3v3, but you've got to try and take this one into the pit. So many layers to deal with. How do you peel them back? Giants looking to get lucky. Stray shots, sending in the bullets.
It's all about the spam, isn't it?
Looking for the lucky connection again. That is a snake bite into the corner. Anticipating that spot. Molly, though, up and over. Denying critical seconds. Benji's there still, but dropped down to 1 HP. Barely alive as anything. Will have to play his way out and back. Pit's still there off to the side. What a shot by Benji. The Team Heretics really make themselves proud of that one. A 7-5 finish here. This first half of Bind.
I'm telling you, it did not feel like a 7-5. Heretics, I think, have done an extremely good job at making that respectable, because Giants felt like they were in control here to start Bind.
Absolutely. It's elimination all on the line. Let's find out just which way this series is going to go.
Okay.
To overcome just this first obstacle as well, so that they can get back in that top form where they were attending the grand finals of back-to-back events of the previous years. It's all on the line here as we get into it now for round 13.
Oh, man.
Just off the sound cues, the grab that was perfect, and Benji deletes Sarah. To bullet to the dome now, and an instant response with that TP, a flood in from Heretics. They're not messing around. Eager to really draw out that blood. And bodies toppled. Man will go down here just from that wingman, but again, it's Cloud and Grabinho against the world. The Heretics. They're going straight for the jugular here for our opener. Round 13 is theirs. A pistol round to get things nice and even.
Bren, you're right that Gravnet was perfect. For Heretics, it's Westside's
Oh
Gravnet.
my god.
Westside caught Ara in the Gravnet of his own team.
Yeah, okay.
And then Benji Fishy anticipates where it is. I don't know how the Gravnet's gone so badly there. It's supposed to be aimed towards lamps.
That's my mistake.
But
I see a Gravnet, I see a shot off of it. I'm like, that was all planned.
no, exactly.
Clearly.
I mean, it looks perfectly coordinated, but it's a massive mistake. Giant X having a nightmare moment to open up the most important half that they will play all year. And that has opened the door for Heretics to start something snowballing.
Getting a run on. No players being caught this time, though. This is 4 players, pack mentality. Giant X now looking to get the ball rolling and really get moving. That's a satchel out, but again, that is hot and heavy with the molly at your feet as well. There's a lot of damage done, and with the classics, they're still finding a way to bail themselves out. Minibido dishing it out off from the side. He's only got that stinger, but still making good usage of it. Dominating that Lamps control. Saturate, rebounds off to the side, looking to re-clear and gain a bit of that space with the play.
And Rien's picked up a rifle.
Could still be damaging here. Heretics looking to take this one close, shoulder to shoulder, ensuring that nothing slips, but they split up for but a moment. Timing to be taken. Smoke propped up, a bit of spam. Might as well be a wall for all it's good now. Heretics finding it really difficult to try and get their way through this one. West side 2 HP, not a problem. Still with that dismissal. Cloud swinging wide. That's a heavy lick dealt to these Team Heretics players.
The stuns made such a difference in this round for Giant X. Gravnet and a stun for the first 2K that you're going to see here from Westside. And then Sonic Sensor providing a stun towards the end too. Boo's flanking there with a Bucky and a pistol, but I was worried that Westside was going to topple because he only had 2 health. Now Giant X are going to be happy they got around on the board and they still have the lead on Bind, but their money is not in a great place. 3 light armors, a chance to be broken, Woot with an op.
Mosh up overhead. Utah throwing forwards as well to feel like they're taking that B-long control, but Giant X have different ideas.
Well, Woot can see it.
Yeah,
Woot
he's got
knows
all
it's not
control
real.
of B-long. Thrash now over towards it. Bodies are going to be coming late to the party here. Maybe with a Stimmy to try and help them out, but with the vulnerable applied. Hold on, that's a saturate. And guess what? Ara is straight up floating into the air. The fight to be taken. West side. Oh my, this guy. God damn. Had to be the savior there.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he?
Spike denied at least with a plan. That was just from that molly. Dropped down, but a 3v5 to work with. Heretics. They trickled back in. The pause played by these Giants players. Tap again, looking for the next response and reaction, and swinging from the wide. Yes, Grabinho's there. Westside to join him. They combine their might. They get control and that plant back down. Boo. Not much to do in a spot like that. Westside's not finished if you don't. Drags him right back. Claims his life. Flawless here for Giant X.
What a huge punish in this round from Westside. As the hinder, as the saturate goes out, Benji tries to run in and finish off Ara, who got caught by it. And then Miniboo decides to ult, and they're both just in horrible positions that Westside punishes. A little bit maybe of the inexperience with this composition, really catching Heretics in moments like this, where they try to overreach. And now they're the ones with the economic damage.
Getting a flash, hello. These are shots ringing out. You're making the Sheriff sing, Heretics.
This is not the round where they're supposed to be pulling out value like that.
No, definitely not. Mosh pit now forwards again. Pull back there with a refract. Heretics might have just got the right answer.
Without a concealment.
Not happy with the state of affairs. Giants leading by the 2.
Both of these teams finding value whenever they played for aggressive short control. Benji's got a jiggle peek and spots somebody out.
Grenier hears it though.
Oh, it's
Plenty of footsteps.
It's going to play this lurk right in, but the plant's already going down on B.
Down on B.
Spike planted.
It's going to be late arriving here. A little bit of that elbow control. Snakebite can be sidestepped.
all about the Grabinho timing.
The backstab insurance policy here. Giants are just going to try and hold them off for long enough. Can he get active? That's a jump up. And here it is. Activated indeed. Grabinho deletes two of them off the map. And looking to again apply that pressure just from the side. It's a scurry forwards. Heretics realize it. They're being approached from every direction. Body block. Let's see how precise this one is. It's happened to defuse. Boo! 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 Oh!
That is a monstrous outplay. Absolutely perfect, and Benji Fishy deserves the credit for that too. The two of them combined together to stop Grabinho from being able to exercise a denial on the defuse. We've seen it before. It's actually quite difficult to pull off. Immaculate stuff for Heretics. They can't quite believe they've done that.
That's unbelievable.
A Red Bull clutch, a Thrifty on top.
Now trailing by just the one round. Could be aggro again though as we're looking at it. Miniboo potentially squaring up for it. That's a Stimmy drop down. He wants to get active into the fight. A refract though. We'll respect that. Didn't want to overextend.
No, only going for a single bullet there, Miniboo. Realized that his crosshair placement wasn't perfect. Instantly got out, but they're looking to try to take the fight before Westside can get in position with his annihilation. And now, Cloud calling for the group up. Giant X going to look to try to go down short. Does offer them good opportunities to make use of this deadlock ultimate.
Yeah, A looks so damn weak from Heretics' perspective. Especially with that Cosmic Divide, Annihilation. This is going to be paving the way to a bit of success now. Snakebite though drop down and rebound with the Annihilation will find Nort. Still at plant. We'll be able to go down here in safety, Giants. Okay, Grabinho, he's got to try and contest with this one. This time though, Benji knows the tricks of it. He was caught in that position just before on that previous half. Now he's in a Nightfall, hard committed. Clears the way most of the way into the middle section of the site. It's going to be driving a wedge into these Giant X players. Looking to hold this one back, but a dimensional drift is that cherry on top. Constant information. Gathered up here for Heretics. Sound cues cut away. How do you deny this? Again, this is an approach from Heretics. Bodies onto it. Boo to defuse. Snakebite to try and push him back first and first most. The molly at their feet. Woot's gone down to friendly fire, and he's force ticked it again.
Boo! He tanks the Snakebite and wins the round back to back. The ways in which Heretics are coming away with the victory in these couple are going to be so tilting for Giant X. What a flash up and over the top. Pressure onto Ara. That is really nice. But I also, credit to Benji in that spot. You mentioned it. He died in that position before. Grab netted, Snakebited up.
The nerve to hold it down in a spot like that has drawn Heretics level. It might be the Heretics, but that was looking like divine intervention. And now fast play forwards. Now Horn not dealt with. Miniboo attempts to transfer, but he claims the one kill. On your feet, bloody hell.
Just gets out. And those kind of haunts always get big value.
A lot of damage done. Re-exploration. Heretics never content with just the space that they have. It's a double hold here that Flickless is not going to be ready for, but he does spot it out. It's just a barrel poking out. Spoils it for him, and he still wins a fight out. This is ISO fight. Seizes and he almost strike. My God!
He even gets a kill. A Miniboo in the midst of it all.
God almighty. Boo doesn't care, friend or foe, brother or not. You're made for the blender with a play like that. But as long as it gets them the round win, that's the only thing they care about. Flickless has got it all to do in that 1v2.
They've actually given him so much respect here when he has the pit. This could be an enormous error for Heretics. They're in a 2v1. Spike down.
Benji has a judge.
If Flickless is able to get the plant and have enough space to go for a pit,
30
there are
seconds left.
absolutely chances that he can win this.
It's essentially a full clearance. Plant down. No players in sight. Boo wants to play this one patiently, waiting for the backup. Benji Fisher going to be returning to join him. No pit committed. Uncertainty now, but the shots are rassled off, and Flickless has got a bit of awareness for it. Needs to be clean here from Heretics. Stimmy, Benji putting his life on the line, and Boo! God! Snaps back magnetic aim, and Flickless is no more.
What a hero Boo has been in the last 3 rounds for Heretics. Sticking defuses, giving his life, sacrificing his brother, and then hitting an insane flick towards the end. These are some monstrous rounds that Heretics have put together back to back to back.
And now,
on a knife's edge.
in that driving seat, they've had their backs against the wall, trailing by 1 or 2 rounds most of this map. With elimination on the line, they have locked in. Not looking to put an end to their chapter this portion of the year.
But it only takes 1 round for Giant X to start putting the pressure back on in the other direction. Heretics' money is not good. All of these rounds have been so close.
Thrash here. Snake bite.
Backing it up.
Yeah.
They need this Thrash to get space so that they can get into the site itself.
Judge.
Yeah, you're not really getting past Benchy there, are you?
Dangerous weapon at the worst of times in that spot hookah control.
So Cloud calling potentially here for his team to go and take some space over towards B long. Back through the teleporter and end A with the second part of the Thrash.
Oh, what's that? Straight spam. Smoke drop down. Boo is confident here, and the Thrash is going to be following him shortly. This is all fake pressure. Meant to pull players away.
Well, they actually might want to end B right now, yeah.
Entertainment. Minibudo still holding it down. This is an off angle. He bides his time perfectly. Strikes where it hurts the most. With Ara spotted onto that high ground purge. Surely not long for the world. 3 kills for Miniboo. Heretics are lighting them up.
A flawless round there as Heretics squeeze into a 2-round lead.
Enemy down.
Boo once again finding a freebie. And Miniboo on an off angle that they just don't check. We had an opening map that Giants were not part of. A follow-up map where Heretics disappeared entirely. And now on Bind, Giants in control of the first half, let it slip slightly, and have opened the door for Heretics to possibly should be. They've got double stingers that might be able to play inside a pit if they can get it down. There may be chances. Westside has had great aim, so is Cloud.
Looks like an all-in exec. It's a grab that over the top, and now you're going to be the Satchels playing Ara all the way in. Finding his space over towards the site. Close quarters again. Just going to be letting it rip. The clone going to be dropped. Conversion pass. That's an instant reaction. Still, despite being sent in, and this could go any direction whatsoever. Spraying down, eventually resetting the aim. Miniboo with Flickless gone. Spike still down though. Wingman sent in. Not denied that plant, and this is a forward play again by Giants. They have to throw everything into this one. Heretics gearing up. Grouping up.
Wall broken instantly.
C's and Molly's all being used, trying to be circumvented up towards the top, but what an angle and what a peak. Again, it's Heretics on top of all of it. The tap to pull that extra layer of util and the close quarters angles. It's all on Westside and Cloud. Now, just Cloud. A 1v1 could potentially be everything. Rians! He's done him in! Cloud gone, and that 12th round is claimed for Heretics.
Credit to Giant X for making it close, but close is not good enough. All of these rounds towards the end have been on the very edge, and yet they've all gone the way of Heretics. This is now 5 in a row, and Giant X can feel it slipping away. They're going to need 3 in a row to take us to OT. Otherwise, Heretics progress. Woot pulls out the operator. 3 players stacked over towards B. A is looking weak currently. Only Miniboo. Benchy to try to reinforce. Giant X may be looking to turn up the tempo off the back of our result.
Yeah, big ults. Like you said, showstopper, same grab net going up and over. Attempting the exact same play. This is going to put a squeeze and pressure onto these Showers players. It's up to Team Heretics to battle their way forwards. Ults don't matter in the face of that.
Welcome to my world.
The aim is cold in the midst of it. The plant will still go down with a pit. There could be chances for Giant X.
Cloud playing so far up, such a risk.
He's going to try and see if he can claim this life. Boo drops him. Dismissed with a wave of a hand, and Flickless and Westside are cowering. A bit of blight propped up. That's the only thing defending them from a spot like this. But for Heretics, they are not content with this being that final chapter. They want to take it one step further. But the same can be said for Giants. Survival in the bitter end, in a pit like this, it comes down to timings. And now Flickless, orbital strike that was safe to sand. Heretics have done it surely. Time on the boards. It's all Los Ninos.
And they take down another EMEA team.